And hello there. Today we are doing Sethekk Halls Heroic. Got a mage, a shadow priest, a mage, and a resto druid. Talent spec, same as always. And my gear is the following. So I tried this once before and we got kind of destroyed by the first boss, so I'm giving it another attempt. This time we have a shadow priest, which would be nice for fear. Just anything to try and prevent us from getting globaled. In addition, we have Prayer of Fortitude, which just like a little bit of additional HP really makes such a big difference. Otherwise, I think we all good. All good? Question mark? I'm just gonna do a ready check. Ready check. Because I just want everyone to be 100% good. Cool. Now, with these ones, these guys can't be CC'd. So, you gotta do it the normal way. And, oh god, if you are expecting me to tank both of them while you double dot, good luck, my friend. Good absolutely luck. Barely managed to keep it together for the resto druid, while the group just gets thunderclapped. Like, they hit pretty hard, but I'll be honest with you, should probably demoralizing broad, but it's just like I didn't really want to spare a single global. Anyway, going to pull this. Just gonna sheep the pork. So the initiate can be tanked solo. The initiates are super easy. They hit for, I would say, probably what your standard heroic mob is going to hit for. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, you're getting stunned. I do not need my druid getting almost one shot from that. Thank God we've got a priest. This dude has really low HP, so it actually is, like, this stamina buff is huge. And I don't want to really undersell it. Anyway, I need to just buff myself. I'm gonna give myself some hots just so I can actually get some fret. Not really for the heals, just for the fret. Anyway, just gonna get a couple of white hits on that whilst before swapping over, and then just try my best to stay on fret. Oh, it is a lot of rage. I mean, it's a lot of damage, but manages to keep me up. Shadow Priest pulls fret, that's sort of expected by this point. I didn't have my DPS trinket, so we're all good. Now, we do have quite a couple mages, so it's really not that hard to actually do this. So I do need to assign sham equal moon, insaners equal square. I mean, it's all pretty easy to tank like all of them, but given this is heroic, like, you just play it safe because you can. Like, the time controllers are actually not that bad at the moment. Like, oh no, there's this charming totem. Now we kill it. So just gonna kill the initiate. And we're good, doesn't hit that hard. Only issue with tanking multiple of them is that my fret sucks, especially since Shadow Priests are just absolutely nuts this tier. Like, they've got super good gear, and I don't know, is that a PvE spec, Shadow Priest? I don't know. Cool, then I just immediately taunt off that, or the charge. But I mean, yeah, you can just see, most of the fights, the Shadow Priest are just destroying people. And so we don't have any fret reduction there, but we do have fret reduction here. Definitely would prefer it if we had some additional fret reduction, but you know, you can't ask for everything. Still pretty good in the grand scheme of things. Just going to allow some marking. Pre-enrage. Oh no. You don't really need to. You don't really need to CC because they don't hit that hard. It's just nice. It's just a nice way of ensuring that it actually does happen. And I mean, because the initiates don't really hit that hard, but also there's no cleave benefit. I can't hold the aggro. It makes the pulls actually slower if we don't do it one by one. Assuming we can do it one by one, of course. And this Sunder armor barely, I mean, it's 3% more. It's not really a big deal. They just have so much armor. Anyway, going to just do this safely as possible. Pulling this mob. I'm out of range. I can't do that. Because I have zero trust in anybody's ability to skip mobs. Like, you're asking for just a straight up impossibility. I'm just going to be saving the Bloodlust Brooch for this pack, the Sethekk Guard. Just want to make sure that I've actually got it for that, because these ones I do need that extra, just tiny bit of fret. Yep, that was perfectly valid. Not a good second Frostbolt though. Not really paying too much attention to the Reflecting Shield, but fortunately it's a Frost Mage. So the spells are not hitting super duper hard. Okay, so now let's kill this mob. Square, and everyone's got pretty full mana. The time controllers do not hit very hard as well. It's kind of funny, like how all the scary mobs in normal are like the easy mobs in heroic. But with that said, the initiates were. I actually kind of like this special exception, because they weren't scary in normal, they're not scary in heroic. Like in other heroics you would expect them to hit like 3 times harder, so instead of 700, 800 they hit for 2,400. The tuning of heroics has just been all over the place. You have these mobs that just hit so unbelievably hard, and then you have mobs that just straight up don't. It's just the difference between Arcanine Crypts and Blood Furnace is massive. Alright, cool, gonna definitely very quickly demoralizing Roar. Gonna give out a cheeky mangle on that Sethekk Guard right here. I'm just gonna continue to swipe. And it looks like we kept Fret pretty well. We did lose it, but you know, part of it is just making sure that we've got the Growl ready. Slowly warm. Just the same thing for this. But the oracles actually have become quite scary. The lightnings that didn't hit too hard in normal hit for like 5k in heroic. So as a tank you do need to face them away. I mean, the time loss controllers are kind of a joke. Anyway, oracles. Yes. So the Fairy Fire is not scary. LOS that. Got silenced, but you'll probably see it. Gonna LOS it. But I'm happy to take the hit. There we go, like 5.5k. Plus it silences. What a hard-hitting spell. So with this dude, there is the Dark Hawk, which patrols and can chain. Well, actually, I haven't seen it chain, but I'm pretty sure it can chain. Like, I can kind of see. The Hawks don't hit that hard, but the second it hits another dude, it's almost instant death. Like, our Druid got charged and practically insta-died. Anyway, we've got our Bloodchust Brooch already, so I can do some extra threat. Oh shit. Gotta make sure that the healer is all good. Got my taunt ready for that. Barely keeping threat. Barely keeping threat for that. Alright, cool. That was all good. Gonna have to slowly walk with this thunderclap debuff. There we go. All good. For the most part, I think we can avoid this. The initiates aren't very scary. Gonna get the Dark Hawk nice and safely. I mean, this is a pretty easy skip, so you may as well actively have to not be paying attention in order for that to be a potential wipe point. I mean, I'm sure it can happen, but no big deal really. And the mages are completely on point. The healer's doing a good job. The Shadow Priest is just ripping face. Like, the Shadow Priest is absolutely nuts. The Initiate, however, is not. The Initiate really is just that why even care style of boss. So I got the Fairy Fire into an interrupt. And I'm gonna save my Bloodlust Brooch for the boss. Gonna wait a little bit for Shadow Priest to get some mana, then we're gonna pull. Cool, and that is an well, that's my... Cool, alright, I should have Fret on cross until it dies. Yep, it's dead now, and now I can just taunt. We're safe. Alright, now, I've been here before, and I wiped 10 times to this single boss. This boss sucks. So we need a coordinated strategy. So, I believe that we need to Zerg the boss. Because the adds have 11k HP and spawn a lot. I haven't... Alright, boss, yeah. I tried AoEing them down before with 2 mages and a lock, and we just wiped. Can you try and keep them off me, please? I can tank the first lot, but the second will be impossible, and Dozzle will need to Fear plus Frost Nova stuff. By the way, this is the hardest part of the dungeon by a lot. Alright, cool. Let's see how we go. I'm gonna give myself some thorns. Enrage, Brooch. I'm just gonna make sure that I tank him away from everyone else. Well, he doesn't even hit that hard. Angle misses. Alright, cool. Now I've got the boss. I've got the ads. But this is the type of shit. Can I get a fear? Thank you! You do not know how useful that is. However, this is sort of where it just all falls apart. We seem to be surviving for the most part. 20k HP. 20k HP. Almost dead. Oh. 3000 HP. 3000 HP. Oh, we were so close. Really good attempt. Like, really good attempt there. Yeah. So pretty much. Yep. 2095 HP. Or maybe 2995. I forget exactly. But that was actually a really good attempt. So if we kill this boss, we clear the instance practically. It's the only... Well, I haven't done the rest of this because I wasn't able to get past this. But it's such a tough boss. Like, I wish I had a shaman. I wish I had a shaman healer so badly. I really wish that I had a shaman. But I think maybe... Did we get shadow protection? Because shadow protection will be useful. It will be so useful. I have used my challenging roar though as a big downer. And Insane's is being slow. Anyway, this may take a few attempts, by the way. It's really not an easy boss. CD's off in 10 seconds. Yeah, we are waiting for everyone to get absolutely ready. As well give myself Omen of Cowardly and Fawns. Cool, there we go. Everything. We do need a foot. Can we also get shadow protection? Good mage armor does help. Like anything to increase resistances is really nice. But I'm not sure if that stacks. Also, Amplify is really bad. Please, I suggest Dampen. I suggest Dampen for DPS. Like, it's nuts. But this shadow protection will actually help so much. Alright, cool. Ready? Alright. Cool, alright. I know. Oh my god. I need to get Fret. Yep, so I'm doing my absolute best now. I can't tank anything. And now it's just all about killing this boss as soon as we can. Yeah, I just lost aggro too quickly. Like, I understand it's a DPS race, but I do need a couple of seconds before Mind Blast. Should I try and save heals? Or just press 1? If you can Frost Nova them, or CS a Buffet, do it. Otherwise, press 1. But that's all really. Yeah, the Buffet is ranged. So it's hard. Really hard. You know what, I think we're actually going to clear this. Because we're getting the boss, like, we got it down to 3,000. I just lost Fret really quickly. It was a bit unfortunate that I immediately lost Fret to our Shadow Priest. I mean, I'm trying to make better Fret, and I do not understand why this insane guy is so slow. Come on, you can do it. Pretty much. It's a DPS race, but through smart use of CC, we can give ourselves a couple more seconds before being overran. But, like, that's kinda it. It's a ridiculous fight, this. I also suggest that all 4 of you guys get dampen. The big threat is the burst from the AoE buffets. Dampen magic. It, like, unironically helps a lot. So yeah, it's hard to really say. Okay. Oh, there we go. Dodge, are you fucking serious? Dodge again. Come on, I've got so much more expertise than I used to. Alright, I'm not going to be doing great on the ads. But at least I can do pretty good on the threat on that regard. And we're all gonna die soon. It's pretty clear. Chain lightning. I do need some big heals. Now that everyone is... I did die though. That was way worse than it was previously. That was only 27k. This time, this pull, I will have my AoE taunt up. Alright, that should hopefully motivate them. Because every pull is just being... We'll also have Trank, yes. Oh, that will be so good. Don't really know how much it will help. All I can say is bark skin before using it. Really prefer it when I don't... My main goal doesn't miss, but I mean, it's so hard to get the amount of expertise that you really need for this boss. And plus, I just died there. I just straight up died. Like, there's not much I can do about that. We also have like 5% extra damage. So the only other thing that would really help is a shaman here. A shaman here would make this so much nicer. Hey, and Zane's actually made it. A bit slow still, but, you know, get in there. Alright. We've been getting worse every single pull, but I reckon at some point we're gonna just destroy this thing. You are also using fear, right? Dozzle, you are also using fear, right? I think he was. Like, cause I can tell you that fear is so helpful. Like, I wish we had a priest healer just for fear. Alright, cool. Thanks. Thanks. It does help. A lot. Like, it saves us it probably gives us 10 more seconds to kill the boss. Alright, ready, check. Everyone has CDs. It's gonna be my question. Does everyone have CDs? Yep. Yep. Insanes. Yep. Yep. Cool. Alright. Let's go. Alright. Fucking miss. Can I just hit? Can I just hit? I mean, I mangled. I dodged again. Oh my god, I cannot hit to save my life. This is really bad. It's actually so bad. Alright, cool. Gonna be doing my AoE. Cool. Well, didn't work really well, but you know, we're doing well. We're managing to keep threat, and as long... Cool, I just died. Now everyone's dying. Maybe I could have kited it out. Because, yeah, got this shadow shock, shock. All this small resistant. Cold snap will be up this time. I kind of wish we had... Kind of wish we had waited for that. Anything to help with the crowd control is huge. I guess I'll have to pay a little bit of more attention to stuff like the Frost Novas as well, just to see if I can kite a tiny bit. Because it's sort of like people get just a tiny bit concerned, and yeah. Is this going to be another wipe on Darkweaver Scythe? Is this going to be another dead group on this fucking boss? Because I'm going to continue to try to clear this boss. It's my final heroic that I haven't done. And I'm desperate to do it. Like, I don't think I've had more trouble on a boss than this one. At the very least with like the Mana Tombs boss, I could gear it over time, but with this, I just need the right group. And I don't get why Insanes is kind of slow. Maybe it's like intentionally slow to wait for cooldowns. Ooh, good point. Let me check. Darkweaver Scythe. Checking. We're going to check if we've been doing this completely wrong. To my understanding is that it was a timer. Because if so, we've just been doing this so completely wrong. And Wowhead is taking for fucking ever to load. Let's see, what are the comments? Heroic strategy, killing... Oh, found out. He spawns adds at specific HP intervals. Lol. So we have been doing this the hard way. Okay. This is the new strat. We get him to 80%, then we kill adds. Then 65%, kill adds. 30%, kill adds. I think, please be careful with renewing dots before transition. Alright, so we've been doing this boss completely wrong. Oh my god, I'm just used to zerging this guy. Alright. Okay, all good. 80%, 65%, 30%. Just kill. Just kill and see how it goes. Okay, fucking hell, dude. I've been doing this wrong the entire time. Alright, I need to save some fret. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure that we've got some. Alright, chain lightning, not great. Yep, this is working much nicer. Okay. Let's stacks re-fucking set, dude. Let's stacks reset. Alright, cool. We're good. We're good. Okay, good. God. We've been doing the just Zerg. Lol. I can't believe I've been doing this wrong the entire time. I can't believe I've been doing this boss the wrong way all this time. I cannot believe that. I can't believe. Alright. Okay. Well. Good to know in the future. Damn, that was a heal fight. Yeah, absolutely. Like 80%, 65%, 30%. That's really weird intervals. Anyway, the Raven Guard's gonna be quite tough. Yeah. We are not gonna be able to properly CC these guys. Instead, we need to tank him like a man. Oh, shit. Not a good idea to double dot these people when you've got a bear tank. Anyway, we seem to be doing well. And then you've got this Enrage, which is absolutely insane. With that said, though, it is probably a good idea to, well, I mean, it's kind of like tanking two of them, actually. That's all this Enrage is. So, like what I was doing before. No big deal. Just gonna get the AoE mobs, the Rippers. All pretty easy. Cool. All of that is now received. We're gonna wait for the Serpent, I think. Anyway, I've learned something. I've learned just how incorrectly I was doing this particular boss. You just have to be like really damage sensitive. Okay, so this guy does hit pretty hard. Oh, sorry, Insanes. But, you know, Fred and whatnot. Just not having a lot of luck with the, just not having a huge amount of luck. That's the battle res. UI. Okay, let's see. So we got the undead. I think we'll just, yeah, we'll just sheep the Oracle and the Initiate. And I think I want the Time Loss Controller, because that's the MC mob, to die. So I've absolutely fooled myself. Turns out, you don't actually have to, it doesn't have to be a DPS race if you don't want it to be. You've learned through my mistakes. Am I the only one killing the totem? I guess like the Shadow Priest can't do much about it. Alright, so the Scry doesn't do much. Don't know why I just left form. With that said, the 5.5k damage from that blast is pretty alright to regain the threat that I shifted, well, the rage that I shifted out of. Boom. Going to get this to tank away. 3.6k. Not entirely sure how hard Frostbolt hits. I would like to know, how hard does Frostbolt hit from a Serpent? Boom. Resisted. Let's see. What happened to me? Doesn't even show up. Doesn't even show up. So excited to work out how hard a Frostbolt hits me. It resists. Anyway. Gotta tank all of these dudes. Pop my DPS trinket immediately. Get a little bit of additional fret from all that. Doesn't look like I've kept fret very well. Going to do a stun. They should be able to kill it before it goes out of stun. And now we're back to Maul and Lacerate. And we're on the top floor. Got a big AoE pack. Fortunately, we do have our Frost Mage. So, I want the Frost Mage to get some mana. That's all pretty good. None of these guys hit too hard, if I remember correctly. So yeah, just a good way to get them all grouped up for our mage. Okay, so now we've got the profits. I am going to decide. I don't like the prophets, they fear, if I remember correctly. So I'd rather just kill the Scryer and deal with the stun from the Talon Lord. Because I don't remember the Talon Lords being that bad. Okay. Yeah, the Scryers don't hit too hard. It's a 1k Arcane Missile per tick, so a bit of a hard-hitting spell, but not too bad. And the Talon of Justice is a bit annoying, but still. We're kind of nullifying most of this. Oh, I do need a spell. I needed a spell. I needed a spell. Come on. Priest. Hulk. The fuck on, dude. At least I got the, Alright, so we found out how hard the Frostbolt hits. It's for 2k, so it's really not that scary of a spell. Yep, 1.6k. Not hard at all. Can I get a Fear Ward, please? Or a potential dispel? There we go. Feel free to dispel me, but hope that people don't get killed by the Sunken Temple mechanic. Pull these. All the birds are dead. I think we just killed them. Who's gonna fear the Warhawk? Well, sleep the Warhawk, not fear. We're not hunters. And the Warhawks don't hit that hard. I mean, I can't believe I had so many issues just because I misunderstood the boss mechanics. Like, just 100% misunderstood the boss mechanics. Because the thing is that it's actually such an easy boss if you just do it correctly. That's all you gotta do. You just have to be patient. You just have to kill it patiently. And it dies like any other boss. The main thing is just not going over the health thresholds, especially at the beginning. Alright, for the next set of profits. Sleepy, sleepy. And Scryer, who doesn't hit very hard at all. Like, this hits for less than a normal mob. Quickly make sure that my healer doesn't get crit by one of these Warhawks. This looks like it's all going pretty well. And there's Fear. Now, the Shadow Priests who kind of get used to dispelling, they're brilliant. Yeah, Fear really sucks. Oh, am I? Oh, I'm safe. Almost got feared through the wall. Almost got feared through the wall. So, seems like we're all good. Pop my DPS trinket, 100%. And now I'm getting hit really hard. Howling Screech is not very nice. And the healer is barely keeping up. That taunt should be good enough. Now we can only just focus on one, while the Enrage makes it just as bad as having not killed them. I don't know, I think it's a well-designed mob, I'll be honest. But we're geared, we can do it just fine. Alright, so we got another prophet, we got a shaman. And we got a warhawk, so warhawk will always be sleeped. Plenty of time for sheep, and now we go for the Time Lost Shadow Mage. Which seemed to break really early. If there's one thing I don't like about the Burning Crusade, it's heartbeat resist. What a terrible mechanic. What an absolutely awful mechanic to implement into the game. Well, there's my Fear Ward. All gone. Just gonna get the Shaman out. Ooh, that is a 3.3k. Well, I mean, it's really not that bad, to be honest. I think that the Shamans also can spawn, like they can Like they can spawn a bad thingy. I think we're just gonna do it around this way. And I'm just going to wait for that. Good, and alright, next pack. And I've just completely lost Brett. Alright, Moonfire. I will say though, the group's doing good. I'm very glad we discovered that, oh, you don't actually have to burst this guy down. You're doing this incorrectly. You're doing the boss completely incorrectly. Instead, what you have is these very, very tight like these incredibly kind of tight HP percentages where he spawns adds, and you have to kill the adds really well, like within a reasonable amount. It's like, okay, this is more of a reasonable heroic boss. Definitely want to kill the serpent. Good position. Let's make it so that it only casts it on me. Frostbolt doesn't hurt that much. Lightning Breath does, however. 3.5k. May have been overkill to do that. I don't like the Talon Lords, they're kind of annoying. So that's what we're gonna do. Those other ones are gonna be sheeped. And I don't think I'm gonna be bothered for a shackle. All the shadow missiles hit reasonably hard. Hopefully we can get another sheep there. We can. Really all good. Shadow Bolt, 1k damage, who cares? Yeah, it doesn't hit that hard. Now for the Prophet. Yeah, I mean, honestly, could have probably skipped one pack, but I don't mind. Definitely want the Prophet to be sheeped. But the rest are, you know, it is one of those. Yes. Aggro on the Shaman, aggro on the Shadow Mage. Honestly, we could probably go for the Shaman just to kill it. Have a chance so it doesn't spawn the Dark Vortex, just because it's a little bit of an annoyance. But overall, it's all been pretty smooth. Now, of course, this will come in, what, the Black Temple patch, I think? I kind of don't like that it only comes in the Black Temple patch. I just sort of wish it's just like, well, you know, you got most of the game unlocked already, and then we'll add content to it when it's appropriate. And I feel like it really doesn't take anything away. So yeah, I think we just killed a shaman. Get some mana. Eye pull, very scary. But we've got triple CC. So it kind of nullifies the challenge a bit. Oh. Look at my swipe do almost no fret. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, if we did the correct strat the first time, this would probably be around 30 minutes of a run. It's really actually quite easy. There's the final boss. Now, I have a feeling that we're not going to struggle with the final boss. Our priest may die. Doesn't look like it does. So we'll kill the prophet before the other dude. The Talon Lord. But I mean, the Talon Lord is just like, Avenger's Shield. Oh no, 270 damage. Why even have the ability when it does nothing? Except interrupt the auto attack. Alright, well, I enjoyed Talon King Icus in normal. I'm sure he'll be equally as fun in heroic. I do think though that the timer intervals for each of the arcane explosions are a little bit ridiculous. And Dozzle will need to hopefully know how to dispel. But I'm sure that the arcane explosion won't one-shot people. Alright, all good? Question mark? Ready, check.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
No idea. I have no idea if it actually does, so instead I'm just gonna tank it around an area that's a bit easy. There goes Insanes. We need the dispel. And that is a lot of damage. Oh, this slow is not nice. Oh, that's slow. Okay, I am going to completely de-shift. Dozzle does not know how to dispel. I'm just going to do a quick, ridiculous move because the boss doesn't actually hit that hard. And just to try and get some people to live. Alright. Hey, we actually getting proper epic this time. It's nice. Nice to know that you can actually get epics instead of like really crappy gems that nobody wants. Congrats to our healer. I'm just gonna give you a battle res. Anyway, that was Sethekk Halls. A overall pretty easy dungeon. Except for the first boss if you do it incorrectly. If you do the first boss correctly, you're completely fine. It's really not that hard, but if you do it incorrectly, It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, my inventory's full. You're a shitty gem.